I am gonna take you guys through some manga that I would like to unhaul. So these are manga that for different reasons that I don't want to continue reading. I have about 9 volumes here. I have read all of these, so I've read them, and for one reason or another I just didn't want to continue reading them. So I thought I would show you guys what they are, so you guys can make your own decision. Just because that I don't like these volumes of manga does not mean that they are not good. It doesn't mean that they're not worth reading. It just means that for me, like for who I am, I didn't enjoy reading them. So just keep that in mind as we're going. I understand that they can be like, these might be one of your favorite mangas, and that's fine because we all enjoy reading different things. So the first series that I stopped reading was Undead Unluck. So I read volume 1 and volume 2. They're in my like section of my bookcase of manga that I want to get rid of. I enjoyed volume 1 somewhat. Volume 2 I just sort of lost interest. I'm not exactly sure what it is about this series that I didn't love. I thought this volume was pretty funny, but for some reason by the time I got here I was like, no, I don't want to read this anymore. So volume 1 was funny because he ran around with like naked all the time with like a censor bar on his private parts, and that was funny to an extent, but I don't know, I stopped getting enjoyment out of these. So they're very popular. Like I did enjoy volume 1, so I was kind of disappointed to give up this series, but this was one of the first series that I was like, I think that I am either gonna come back to it later or just drop it altogether. So that's where Undead Unluck ended up for me. So let me know how you guys feel about it. I know that there's a lot of love for it, so I don't know. It was just me, I think. Okay. Next was a volume that I got on sale for like $2.99 or something, and it's Sleepy Princess in the Demon Castle. There was nothing wrong with this volume. So let me start by saying that I had an enjoyable time reading about this sleepy girl who lives in a castle. She gets up to all sorts of things. But after I had read the volume, I was like, okay, I read a whole volume of things that she gets up to, like when she's tired or sleeping. So there was 13 chapters, and each chapter something different is happening with her. So I was just like, I looked up this series and it had a lot of volumes, and I was like, okay, I read 1 volume of it. I had an enjoyable time, but I don't want to read 10 or more, or however many there is, of the same thing happening. So I know that's kind of hypocritical because a lot of manga is kind of like that, but I enjoyed it, but I didn't want to read any more of it. So I dropped Sleepy Princess in the Demon Castle. It was only $2.99, so I feel like I got my $2.99 worth of enjoyment out of it. Alright, I think that order-wise, this one's next. And I'm surprised about this one. This might be one that I come back to later, but this is called Monthly Girls Nozaki-kun. And I'm really interested in art and drawing, and so I thought that this one would be really good, but it's just the whole manga is told through like 4 panels on each side, and it's like that through the whole thing. And I just didn't like really the lack of like diversity in the manga panels. So the story was fine. It was like typical high school drama, which I don't mind reading. I actually enjoy that sometimes, but I was excited for this one quite a bit because it's like a manga artist club, or he's a manga artist. I don't remember. It's been a minute since I've read this, but when I had finished, I didn't want to read any more of it, so I dropped it. This is one that I think about coming back to every now and then. Maybe once I've got through all of the stuff that I really, really want to read, I'll come back. But let me know what you guys think about this one. I only made it through 1 volume before I retired it. Okay, next up is Your Forma. I was very excited for this one when I picked it up. And I read through the whole thing. It's been like months and months since I've read this one. So they have a smart thread in their brain, and they're like, from what I remember, they were partners and connected. And I thought it was going to be a really interesting look into humans and people because they can dive into other people's like minds, but it just didn't execute it the way that I wanted it to. I feel like it could be an interesting series if I would have stuck with it, because this is like, I like sci-fi and I like this genre a lot, but it just didn't hit it for me. So I dropped it. If you guys read it farther than volume 1, let me know if you guys liked it, or if it improved, but I kind of stopped here with it, so that one's one I dropped. Okay, next is also one that I enjoyed. I enjoyed reading this story. It was kind of really ridiculous, so I'll just tell you, it's Food Wars. I read volume 1. And it's ridiculous. Like, it is over the top. It's over the top fan service. It's over the top dramatic. And I enjoyed it because I enjoy like cooking and slice of life and like watching people cook. So I did enjoy this volume quite a bit. But where I am in my manga collection, this is a very, very long series. Like, when I think it was over 30 volumes when I like looked up to buy volume 2. And I was like, is there other things that I want to read more than this right now? Because this is very, very long. And I was like, yes, I think this might be something that I'm interested in reading at a later point. So this is one that I might come back to later. There wasn't anything I disliked about it. I just didn't want to commit to 30 volumes of this. So yeah, I enjoyed volume 1 actually. I thought it was pretty interesting, pretty over the top. Okay. The next one, I was so sad. Someone even recommended this one to me, and I had actually bought it before that, and I thought it looked adorable. The cover is so cute. So I apologize if you enjoy this story. I dropped Ramen Wolf and Curry Tiger, and I only read 1 volume. I did not buy volume 2. So this series, these two become friends and they go out to eat curry, ramen, wherever, lots of food. But they're both, I guess I thought I would be able to get over the fact that they were both animals, like talking with humans a lot of the time, but I don't know, I didn't enjoy the like mixture of human animal people. Like, I don't know, it usually doesn't bother me, so I don't know why. Something about this one, I was just like, no thanks. So I don't know, I thought it was cute, but the characters, I don't know, I guess I don't like anthropomorphic animals very much, like, but I've read other things where it didn't bother me, so I don't know. I think it's an adorable cover, but I don't think I'm gonna read this series anymore, and it's been on my dropped pile for a while. So okay, I'm on my last one. I actually dropped this one the most recently, so this one I read probably within the last 2 months, and I was so excited for this. I love Dr. Stone, and so when I saw that this was coming out, I was like, ooh, I want that. And it's Origin by Boichi, and I was very excited. It's like, it seemed like it was post-apocalyptic, like, and it is, but it was too edgy for me. It was too much. They're like cyborgs, it's very gory, they were like cutting each other up every other page. I didn't find anything in the story that wanted me to keep going. It was like too sexual sometimes, and nope, it was a no. I was like not very far into it, like probably like a quarter of the way before I was like, oh, nope, this is a no for me. and I don't do that very often. As you guys can see, like, these are the only volumes that I have dropped and I have over 800 or maybe close to 900 volumes of manga now, so this one is just a no for me. I think that it could be good for a certain like person that enjoys like a very mature story, and I like mature stories, but this one was just, it's just a no. I like don't even want it in my collection. If you're interested in having this, let me know. It did come with like a peeled cover. Sadly, I have hair on my mouth. It came with like a peeledy bit on its cover, but other than that, I mean, I just read it through the one time, so, and I didn't enjoy it, and I'm gonna drop. And it's been sitting in my little drop section. So yeah, these are the ramens, the books, the manga that I have dropped since I started collecting manga. Some of these aren't bad. I think quite a few of them just aren't for me. But yeah, if you guys have any series that you dropped, let me know, because actually as I've been reading more and more manga, I think it's good to drop like series that aren't bringing you enjoyment or that are too long and you don't want to commit to for like 30 volumes. So yeah, that's fine. If you guys have anything that you read or you stopped or you want to unhaul and get rid of, let me know. I'm interested. I'm sure that some of the manga that I really enjoy are manga that you guys have unhauled, because we're all different. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.